Making their way. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming. I know for several folks it was quite a long drive. For others, they walked across the street. So thank you very much, and I don't even want to know how many cars. Only in America do you have more cars at parties than people in the house. I can just imagine what it's like out there. But I didn't really have a lot of time to think about what to say to 250 of my favorite people. Only because we just moved into this house 3 weeks ago. And my wife thought it was a great idea to have a party in 3 weeks. I told her, I said, baby, I don't know if we can do this. I mean, we just moved in here. I don't think we have the time. Why don't we just do it in the spring, maybe April? She said, no, baby, December 11th just has a majesty to it. But there's so many people here when you have a room, literally like we had in Denton County a few weeks ago, filled with exceptional people, it would just take literally too long because every single person I want to say, thank you so much, the things that we've done. And the comment that I heard most often walking around in the last hour or two was people come up to me saying, this is such a great party. You know what makes a great party is the people. Because everybody here was invited for a specific reason, that they are selfless, and they put their community, they put their city, they put their country, and they put our cause before and in front of themselves. And that's warming, and you kind of get the goosebumps, we're just sharing that. And it's a time, of course, in Christmas season and what have you. And there's a few people that I wanted to say a few words. Hopefully, there's a couple of people I need to single out. If you could, please, if you've been in the U.S. military, if you could just raise your hand. Oh. And furthermore, if you are a combat veteran, if you could raise your hand. And it's warming, and I have good friends, one of which is a neighbor as well. Andy Stiliano is a combat veteran from Cyprus. When the Turks invaded Cyprus, he fought for his homeland on his home turf. And there's Andy Stiliano. And then we have a couple of Frisco zone as well. John Keating on the city council. He's a Gulf War veteran. And then there's this fellow from Frisco that just did those little minor things like dismantle the IEDs in Iraq. When it was really nothing back in 04. There wasn't anything going on. And that's Tim Nelson, a Bronze Star. And a Bronze Star recipient as well. And then Keith Self, the chief executive of Collin County. He's also from Afghanistan, a veteran. He's the lieutenant colonel. I got as a captain, so sir. And these are just a few colleagues of mine from the Frisco City Council. It's funny when you see on the national scene and on the state scene, it's rare that you can introduce people that are elected officials now and you can say with conviction that these people have political courage. It's rare. It's rarer than platinum now. And I can honestly say I have colleagues of my own in the Frisco City Council that I could describe as each. Jeff Cheney has political courage. My long lost brother Scott Johnson has political courage. Matt Shaheen on the County Commissioner's Court, he has political courage. John Keating just doesn't care. He's got some political courage. And of course, Keith Self. And we have two great county chairmen here as well. I think two of the best in the state by far. And you got Fred Moses and Diane Evanson. And then there's everyone else that's here pretty much got us all elected, so thank you. And you want to talk about political courage. The man I'd like to introduce now is someone that, it's kind of funny, there's a fellow named Bill Keffer in 2002 when I lived in Dallas. We had helped him run for a state rep. And it was an open seat, it was new. And Bill eventually won in a run-up by a few hundred votes. And he said, I have a friend of mine up there in, way up there in like McKinney. I said, where in the McKinney? He says, he's just out of Oklahoma. He said, there's a guy, his name is Ken Paxton, and he won. He just, I don't know how he won. Nobody really knew him. He wasn't supposed to win. He wasn't part of the establishment, but he won. And I said, oh, that's neat. And then I meet Ken, and just everything that I've ever talked to him about, he just gives me so much encouragement because he's a true conservative, and a conservative with political courage. And so many of us begged him to step up on a larger stage. And he's got a beautiful wife, Angela, that supports him, because everybody knows here you can't do it without a spouse that supports you. And I would hope and pray on my knees every night when I go to bed that the next Speaker of the Texas State House